Hey guys, so update, I am 10 weeks and like 3 days or something like that, 2 days, I don't know. I am 10 weeks this week and I have my blood work test this week. In fact, my appointment's tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna go to the lab now and just get it over with because I'm tired of being nervous for it. I feel really nervous. I do have to do a glucose test. I'm not looking forward to it. Most women don't do the glucose test until like, I think it's like 24 weeks or something like that, like 25, don't quote me, I have no idea, I've never been there, but I know it's much later in the pregnancy, they do theirs, and I'm just nervous. It just seems like so soon. I know I get morning sickness, so I'm just hoping like I can get this over with now before the morning sickness hits, because morning sickness plus the drink, I just am not about. So I'm really nervous, and then I have to do a lot of blood work. I haven't done any blood work yet so far in this pregnancy. So I have all of my regular tests. I just kind of woke up and had a little bit of breakfast because on this test you can eat. In fact, it's encouraged that you eat so that the drink doesn't make you feel sick or anything. I'm just like so nervous for this. Like everyone I've talked to is seriously like asking me like, why are you nervous? Like it's such an easy test. Like you drink a drink, but it just freaks me out, number one, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to feel sick. I don't want to get some weird like sugar high. And I mean, it's worth it. I get it. And then on top of it, I don't want to fail it. I'm like nervous to fail this test because I don't want to do the 3-hour, but just staying positive, and that's just why I want to get this out of the way. I just want to be done with it, because if I wait until tomorrow, my whole day is gonna be ruined today just being nervous, and then tomorrow morning being extremely nervous. So this I'm just kind of doing at my own pace. If I have to stay there longer than I would tomorrow, that's fine. I just need to get it over with. I have to do my lab work outside of the doctor's office. Some of you guys might be confused. I have to do it outside the doctor's office. For whatever reason, they don't do lab work there. Let me know if y'all's doctor, anyone who's had a baby, let me know if your doctor let you do it or did it in office, because that's like a big bummer with this office. Okay, so I'm back from my appointment and I am fine. I feel fine. I don't know if maybe later I do have like a crash or something, but I feel fine. I feel great. I feel normal. Ladies, do not read forums. Do not turn to the internet for answers. I have, I think, like 5 different apps downloaded for pregnancy, and I learned very early on, the dogs are playing, I learned very early on, like within the first week I was pregnant, not to go on those apps, because every single pregnancy is different, and you can't just assume you're gonna get morning sickness, or you're gonna throw up, or you're gonna have an easy pregnancy. You know, you can't just assume based off of what everyone else is going through, yours is gonna be the same way. If you go on forums and it brings you peace and it makes you feel better, okay, fine. But about 90% of the time, it's going to make you even more nervous. I had just read that the glucose test was like really scary and people were throwing up, they were passing out, they would take the test and then go to their car and throw up. I just heard so many stories. I have no idea why. Number one, the drink I thought was delicious. I know I can understand some people don't like, that's weird, some people don't like sugary stuff, so I can totally understand that, but it was, I didn't even notice it was like a sugary drink. It just was a drink to me. About not too long after you take it though, like within 10 minutes, you already start to feel like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of sugar in me. I didn't feel nauseous, I just felt like off. Like quickly I could tell that like something was different, like I just had like a weird jolt. And it's not even like a caffeine jolt, I don't know, it's just very weird. It's just a weird feeling, like you feel like, okay, my body needs to process this. Yeah, it was totally fine. I know there's other women who are like me who just like don't want to throw up, they don't want to get sick, they don't want to do anything that would cause them to get sick, or not even just that. Like I know so many moms are gonna be like, you're being so stupid, like you're being dramatic. I know. I had to do all my vitals today. So all of my blood work was done today, as far as like the first trimester blood work or whatever. Ladies, do not read forums. If you want to download the app and you want to like see if maybe symptoms are the same as other women, fine, but to be honest, when it comes to any of those apps now, I never use the forum. I strictly use it just to find out the size or what developments are going on this week, but I don't want to do forums anymore. And I was reading all of the forums of all the like hard testing and all the stuff that women go through, and it's like just it freaks you out, and who knows, you could be worse, you could be better. Just live it. Don't go on the internet and just like Google it and find out, you know, just live it. So yeah, I'm done. Everything went well. I have to wait for obviously the blood work to come back. Hopefully everything's okay. I'm hoping and praying I passed the glucose test. There was another pregnant woman there who was doing the 3-hour, and you could tell within the first hour she was like done. She didn't look like she felt very good, but then after she did her first round, because you have to do blood work every hour, on the hour for 3 hours, you could tell like after the first one she was okay. I hope this update helps another woman out there out. If it does, please let me know. Okay, I have a lot of updates for you guys, I guess, this week. So I was given an order to find out if the baby has any kind of chromosomal disorders, that all, you know, Down syndrome, stuff like that. And I know I've seen like some moms talk about it on the internet, saying that they wanted to do the test, and some of them got like mom shamed for it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's kind of sad. But moving forward, we want to know just to see, you know. I feel like you can't ever be prepared, you know, prepared enough. So we just want to be prepared. We want to know what we're looking at, and we would like to have the baby tested. That's that. So we had originally gotten an order to do so, and I was like really frustrated because I didn't know what was going on. I told you that appointment was like it was a hot mess. I didn't understand anything that was going on. It just was like all thrown at me, and I didn't retain any information really. I got an order so I could find out if the baby was okay, like as far as chromosome disorders and what we'd be looking at. And then it also tests for the gender. So I may actually know within 2 weeks the gender of my baby, which is crazy. Seems a little bit soon. When I first had heard that you can find out, I was like, I don't think I wanna know. I'm okay with doing the test, but I'm not sure I wanna know that soon. I don't know why. But now I'm like, okay, disregard the thing in my tooth. Hopefully you can just look past it. I have to get a toothpick, but I don't feel like getting up just yet. Is that lazy? Kind of. I'm gonna be able to find out. I'm gonna go do the test tomorrow. I probably could do it today. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to do it today, but I don't know if, because I did all of other testing today, if that will mess up results or if it's just gonna be too much. Because I kind of gave a lot of blood, but I really would not mind going and doing this test today. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really pumped. But yeah, so I'm waiting to talk with my husband because originally we had heard, I don't even think I went over that. So we had gotten the order to find out. And I had talked with my insurance because I wanted to see if it would be covered. There wasn't really like a good correlation with them. Like I wasn't able to get like a strong answer to find out like if I would be paying anything or how this whole thing would work out. So we kind of just gave up. We're like, screw it. We're not gonna do the test because it's just like getting to be like too much of a headache. Like there's just too much of like a roundabout thing going on. It just was too weird. So we had it in our head we weren't gonna get this testing done. So anyway, I called the doctor. I was supposed to have talked with them last week, but I didn't get to, or else this test would probably already be done. But anyway, I called last week and had spoken to them about getting this testing done and how I can do it. And now I have found out that I am able to do it. So good news. I'm waiting to talk to my husband because I want to see and make sure that he still wants to do it and just make sure we're on the same page. And then I'm probably gonna go get the testing done tomorrow. So I don't know, I think I may know within the next 2 weeks what gender my baby is. That's crazy. That's so crazy. That's my most recent update. I guess we will see how everything goes. Another update for you guys. Today is Friday, December 1st. It is the first day of Vlogmas. You guys are probably like, wow, she's doing really bad at vlogging, but if only you guys knew, like in today, if you guys knew I was pregnant, then I think you guys would understand that I'm making a lot of footage on my pregnancy vlogs, but not a lot on my everyday vlogs. So I was looking back on earlier in the year when I did blood work, just a regular blood draw. I had looked at the time frame of how long it took before I got my results, and it took less than 48 hours before the doctor got back to me and told me my results. Now this was my regular primary doctor, but I would still think that the amount of time would be close to the same. So pretty much all day today, since the second I woke up, I've had so much anxiety. I'm just like constantly checking my emails, constantly checking all the portals that I'm on with my doctors, and I'm just constantly waiting for a phone call or something. Not that a phone call is a good thing. I know usually if you don't hear a phone call, it's a better thing, but I'm so anxious today. I am, oh my gosh, you have no idea how anxious I am to see the results, to see how I did on everything, and I'm just freaking out. You know, one thing that social media, TV, movies, whatever, a lot of things that it doesn't, or like the main thing it doesn't show you is the agonizing anxiety and stress that goes into being pregnant. The worry and the constant fear of every little thing going wrong. is honestly agonizing. I haven't had this anxiety this entire pregnancy. I haven't had any anxiety. It's been zero, and I think it's because I cut caffeine out, but I haven't had any, and today's the first day that I have, and I don't know why. And now that it is here, I don't know if it's normal to feel this like severe anxiety that I'm feeling today, and I know it's not healthy. Trust me, I know. I'm trying to like do other things to distract my mind, but I don't know. I'm just like worried. I have no idea what I was talking about just now. I just got on a business call and it's been a little bit, so I have no idea what I was last talking about. But basically, you just always see like the highlights and you see how great and exciting and fun and basically just exciting the whole waiting for your child to be born process is, but you don't see the pain that women feel. You don't see the fear and almost agony that you feel, because as a woman being pregnant, I'm already in kind of that mommy mode, like this is my child, and it's just hard not knowing a lot. There's just so much you don't know, because I mean they're in the womb and you can only do so many tests, and I don't want to do any invasive tests. God willing, I won't have to, but there's just so much that you can know right now, and the unknown has always been my biggest fear in life. And not knowing how the baby is, not knowing how it's gonna turn out freaks me out, and I feel like a lot of women don't talk about that. And I think maybe they get to a point in their pregnancy where everything is super exciting and just super, super joyous, that's pretty much the only time that they talk about it. But I feel like it is important, you know. The first trimester is very, very scary on a bunch of different levels. I don't know, I just don't feel like a lot of women talk about it. And so with these videos, I want to make it very real. You know, YouTube has become a place where people just only share the good, or if they're a complainer, then they only show the bad. But I want to show all of it, and today's very real. I'm very anxious. I have a lot of anxiety today. I don't think I'm gonna get the results today anymore. I don't think that they're done yet. I think I'll get them next week, but there's a lot that your mind kind of goes through during pregnancy, and I think the first trimester is one of the scarier ones. I think the third trimester obviously will be scary too, because then you get close to, you know, laboring, but first trimester is just so scary because there's so much you don't know. I only have one appointment under my belt. I think the second appointment, if everything goes well at that one, I think I'll finally feel a little bit better. I don't know how so many women announce at week 8 and week 10. Those seem to be popular ones. Week 8, week 10, and week 12 seem to be the most popular weeks that women announce, and I don't know how they do 8 or 10. I am not ready to announce yet. Even 12, I'm not announcing at 12 weeks. I think I'm gonna announce at 14 weeks. I'm out of breath. That's just a huge symptom of pregnancy. You're just always out of breath. But anyways, I just want to do another update for you guys, and I hope I'm helping some women out, and I hope I'm not scaring women. I hope I'm not sounding like I'm complaining. I just want to keep it real and share what I'm going through. I want to be someone that people, like when they get pregnant, they come to these videos and they watch them. I want to be someone that makes people feel hopeful, but shows them kind of the scary parts a little bit too. There's a lot of mommy vloggers that I've watched when they were pregnant, and watched all of their pregnancy vlogs even before I was pregnant. I would watch every single one of them, and especially now that I'm pregnant, and they never really did share the really scary stuff. They always shared their symptoms, which pregnancy symptoms are not fun. So they would share those, but they never shared all the scary times and all the scary appointments. Maybe because they don't worry about the things I worry about. That could be it too. So hopefully I don't make you guys worry about things you shouldn't worry about, but I just hope I can help someone. And I'm just thinking after this, my blood work comes in, and if everything is good, which I'm praying everything is good, then maybe I'll be more peppy and excited again. Also, we've been checking for the heart rate. I have not been able to find the heart rate this week. I think last week, well, I checked it 9 weeks. Yeah, I guess Thanksgiving was what, a week ago? I checked it then and I could hear it perfectly. I mean, it was very, very clear. But I think I could tell too, because of all the pain I'm going through this week, my this headband sucks, but my uterus is like changing and it's expanding, and I think the baby moved, so I'm having trouble finding them. And also I hear during this week the baby's like behind your pelvic bone, so it's a lot harder to find them this week. So I think that's kind of the problem too that I'm facing. I'm not worried about not finding the heartbeat. I've heard the heartbeat. I know that it's a very good one, so I'm not worried or anything. I have no symptoms of anything I should be worried about. I think that's why the FDA definitely tells women not to use a Doppler, because women will worry about things they don't need to worry about. Anyway, this was kind of a long chit chat. Just wanted to update you guys, let you guys know what's going on. I'll probably update you guys again when I get my blood work to let you guys know how that went. Hopefully pretty soon we're gonna be getting to the end of me doing the secret update vlogs. Hopefully pretty soon it'll be live for you guys and you guys can see these up to date. But anyway, also let me put a disclaimer out there, and I know it's a little late I'm doing this disclaimer. Your first trimester, you don't look cute. There's like nothing cute. You don't want to put on makeup. You don't want to get ready for the day. Your hair's always up in a ponytail. You, like, a lot of women like are getting sick. You feel sick all day, which my morning sickness has been okay. Yesterday was really, really bad. But overall though, it's still been okay than at the beginning. So morning sickness is there, a lot of different things is going on. So don't expect the first trimester for women to look very cute because they usually don't. See you guys in the next update. Hey guys, so just a quick update. I'm gonna keep this pretty short, but tomorrow is my 12-week appointment, you guys. We have hit the 12-week mark. I have been much more relaxed this past week. I had a lot of anxiety the week before, and kind of the week before that, just going all around blood tests was terrifying to me. I'm not afraid of having my blood drawn. I was afraid of results. I wanted to make sure I still was healthy enough to have a successful and healthy pregnancy. And then also I have results coming in as far as the baby goes, as far as abnormalities and everything like that. But I will go over everything in like a sit down video as far as like specifics goes. I hope this like vlog I have going on for you guys, I hope it's helpful and I hope you guys are getting a lot of information from it. But I do plan on having like a sit down video. I'll probably go over a lot of the same information. I literally have since before I found out I was pregnant, every single day since then. So we're talking 3 months worth of stuff. Some weeks I didn't do daily, but anyway, I just wanted to mention that this past week has been a lot easier on me. I've had like maybe 2 days that I just really didn't feel well, but a lot of the other days I felt better. The nausea was very, very mild and I could kind of just like work through it, live through it, and it didn't really bother me as much as all the other weeks. So I just wanted to do a quick little update. I think tonight's gonna be a little bit scary because I do have my appointment in the morning, and it makes me a little bit nervous knowing that this is the 12-week appointment and I'm hitting this milestone because a lot of people do share that they're pregnant at 12 weeks, and so we're really getting to the point where I probably will be announcing here in the next couple of weeks. You guys will know. So it's starting to make me a little bit nervous to announce, but I know there's gonna be so many people supporting me, and then finally I can just be like totally open and honest in my vlogs and I can like be myself again. I feel like I've had to be someone else for a little bit during the past couple of months. Like I'm hiding the biggest part of my life I'm hiding, and it's really, really difficult to do that when I want to be so honest with you guys and share all of the stuff I'm going through. It's really, really hard. But yeah, so tomorrow I have a really important appointment. I am hoping tomorrow we will get the results back from the chromosome test. I'm really, really hoping that's the case. So fingers crossed that that happens. Otherwise, maybe I'll find out Tuesday or Thursday or something like that. I don't know. I'm really nervous but very excited to be hitting this milestone. As long as tomorrow's appointment goes fairly okay, I think I can like sigh a breath of relief, and I want to be able to enjoy this pregnancy. Here I said this was gonna be really quick and this isn't, but I've noticed that I've had some trouble enjoying the pregnancy. Number one, because I'm sick. I think weeks 6 through 9, it was just really hard to enjoy that pregnancy. You don't feel well, you don't feel yourself, you're nervous, you're scared, you're going through so many different things, and so those weeks were really hard to enjoy it. You get to a point where like you have to learn to accept the fact that you are pregnant now and you have to start living your life for someone else. And while it's really not hard, it is different. So you have to make adjustments, and it was hard, but I am getting to a point where I am enjoying the pregnancy and I am feeling more confident and I am excited. I listened to the baby's heartbeat this morning. I found it immediately, super loud, perfect sound. So that's all good news. I think just the biggest thing that's on my mind right now is, am I healthy enough to have a successful, healthy pregnancy where I can enjoy my pregnancy? And then also, is the baby healthy? That's pretty much my only concern right now. Other than that, I'm just super excited and ready for this. So we are going to be 3 months down. We pretty much are 3 months down starting tomorrow, and I cannot believe it. I always thought that 12 weeks was when you started your second trimester. I just always thought that and heard that growing up, but I guess that's not the case. I guess it is more 14 weeks. It's like 13 and a half weeks pretty much when you start your second trimester. So I'm still almost close to there too, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to update you guys after my appointment tomorrow. But that's it for now. Everything's going pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good, but again, I will have like bump dates and I'll kind of go over my entire first trimester in probably one video, just go over everything, or maybe even two. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm feeling pretty good lately. Just a little bit of nausea at nighttime and stomach aches throughout the night, but I think that's from gas. So totally normal, but yeah, I'm feeling all right. So anyways, I just want to update you guys on that, and I guess I will see you guys in a few days. Hey guys, today is a huge milestone for me. Well, actually it was yesterday, but I am now officially in my 12th week of pregnancy. I had my 12-week appointment yesterday, and it was everything I have been wanting, everything I've been needing, everything I've been praying for. I went in there and I was a little nervous. I did get my blood work back and everything looked fine, but I was like, there might be something that she sees that isn't okay, but everything I saw was like very normal for a pregnant woman. But I didn't know, because I hadn't talked to her yet, I didn't know what she was gonna say about it. So I was a little bit nervous. I didn't know if there was something I needed to be, you know, like paying attention to, cautious of. I just didn't know. So like the day before the appointment, so on Sunday night, I just was really anxious. I just wanted the appointment over with, to be honest. I was really excited to see the baby again. I was hoping that night, but I just was very, very anxious to just get there and just see what they had to say. And the doctor literally just walked in and she's like, well, you're really boring. She's like, no, she's like, there's nothing to go over, because I guess at your 12-week appointment, you mainly go over your lab work, or at least at my place, it's mainly just going over lab work. You get your blood pressure taken, you know, you're supposed to hear the baby's heartbeat and everything, but it's mainly just to go over your lab work and see where to go from there, like if you need medication, if you need to be on supplements, stuff like that. And so she was just like, I got nothing to tell you, like, you are healthy. The very first appointment, I don't know if it was because the midwife, because I am an older person, I don't know if she assumed that I should just know how everything goes, but being a new mom, I don't know how it goes. I don't know what tests are necessary or not necessary, or what's really part of the routine and what's not. So being thrown all these different tests and being told they're like slang words and code words, I didn't know what anything meant. So the first appointment, I just kind of assumed because I had to, or because she told me of all these different tests, that meant that I had problems and that my body wasn't good enough for pregnancy. I just went home and cried and cried and cried. I talked to you guys that day. I just cried so hard that day and I couldn't stop. It was like 2 days straight I just cried, and it wasn't even just like hormones. It was just because I was terrified at that point that my body somehow wasn't good enough for pregnancy. Definitely me overreacting like I always do, but I just was very, very upset. And so I just had been praying the past month, like just saying, please just allow my body to be healthy enough for this, and please my next, because I see a different doctor or midwife every appointment because I don't know who's gonna deliver the baby. So you see a different one every appointment. And so I was like, I just please have my next appointment be a positive one and let me be excited about being pregnant. Like that's what I've just been praying, because I've been excited, but I've been worried all the time because I'm like, am I good enough? Is the baby okay? Am I okay? And so I've pretty much spent the past 12 weeks just being scared and trying to be optimistic, obviously, and positive, because I feel like that's so important during pregnancy, to be as positive as you can. So obviously doing that, but I was just scared. I didn't know if my body was good enough. And you know, I think that's a pretty fair thing to worry about, because just because you are a woman doesn't mean that your body can handle it or is healthy enough for it, or I don't know, all these different things. So I just was really beating myself up the past month, and just yesterday, I literally left the appointment jumping up and down and like dancing. My husband thought I was crazy because he was still really tired, but he thought I was nuts. I was so happy, you guys. Like I just was texting everyone, sending pictures, because we were only supposed to listen to the heartbeat, but she couldn't find the heartbeat right off the bat. So I ended up having an ultrasound, and I did get to see the baby, but it was like a really kind of old, crappy ultrasound machine. She probably only brought it in just to hear the heartbeat, but we ended up looking at the baby for a little bit.
which was really, really fun. I love seeing it, and it was the first time my husband being at the appointment, you know, him getting to see it in person. So that was really, really fun. So that was fun. I didn't really get, like, it wasn't very clear. Like, it seems like a lot of people at their 12-week, like, you could clearly see a baby, and I could see the head, but like, I really couldn't see a lot. It was a pretty crappy machine, which I'm a little upset about because I wanted to use an ultrasound for the announcement, and like, these are just really crappy, but it is what it is. I just was so happy yesterday, and I was talking to my mom, and she goes, oh my gosh, she goes, that needs to be your new like midwife. She like flipped a switch in you, and now like, she's like, you're a completely different person. And I'm like, I'm so happy. You get to a point when you're pregnant during your first trimester that you're so sick and you're so tired, and you can't control anything your body is going through. There's nothing you can do to control it. And you almost, I think the hormones too will cause you a slight depression, and depression is such a very like strong word, but you become sad almost because you feel like crap, and you're like, I want to enjoy my pregnancy. I see so many people who enjoy their pregnancy, but if you look at those people, they're usually in their second and third trimester. So you almost do become like slightly depressed. So I just remember like during like the very, very beginning of the first trimester, and like throughout the first trimester, I was just like, so upset. I'm like, when do I get to enjoy it? When does the worry, like, where I can just be on cloud 9 and just be like so excited, be confident to share that I'm pregnant, because I haven't been confident at all. When can I just feel confident and be like, I'm pregnant, and just announce it to the world? The first day you find out you're pregnant, you're usually like confident and you want to scream it, but then as it kind of goes on, you like worry more. So finally yesterday, like, was the day. I am confident, I'm ready to share with everyone. Like, I would post right now if I could, but I'm waiting for the genetics test. If we did not get the genetics testing done, we probably would have announced yesterday, but we are waiting for that to come back. And once that comes back clear and normal, and we know the sex of the baby, we will announce. The day that we find out the genetic testing is back, we're gonna make sure that everything is okay with the baby, and then we're gonna do a gender reveal that night. So it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow, it could be Thursday, but yeah, so that is the update. I am a million times, 1000% excited now. I am confident. I am proud of my body. I am proud of what is going on. It hasn't really, I know I'm pregnant. I wake up and it's like the very first thing I think about is being pregnant. I think about being pregnant all the time, but it's hard to realize that there's a baby in me. Like, that is, it's so weird because I'm a little bit fluffier. I don't know what to say. I have a little bit more of a belly, but I've always had a belly, so I don't know if it's like pregnancy belly or not. So it's hard for me to kind of like be like, I'm showing, or obviously I don't feel kicks yet. The kicks don't come for a couple of weeks. There's just like so much stuff going on in my body that I'm sitting here and I am making a baby right now. Like, as I'm talking to you guys, like, my body is making a baby, and that is such a wild feeling. As far as like sickness goes, my sickness has gone way down. Last night I didn't feel very good. This morning I didn't feel very good. I feel okay right now. The fatigue is coming back, which is weird because the fatigue has been gone for a few days now. But the morning sickness is, I pretty much only have night sickness now. It doesn't really start in the afternoon anymore. I think I've just gotten used to it. Last night I really didn't feel good, but it's when anxiety hits. I had a little bit of anxiety last night watching a TV show, and that's the other thing that's very weird. You can't watch the same TV shows, you can't watch the same movies. Like, you really need like really good feeling stuff. Like, you have to have feel good movies and feel good shows, because if there's anything that will cause anxiety, that's kind of when my morning sickness comes in. It's very weird. So like, we were watching something and it kind of was like a jump scare type thing, and immediately I was like, I don't feel good now. Very weird. I know, it's very weird. So yeah, that's pretty much like the latest update with me. So you guys will be finding out within the next like week or two, probably like the sooner the better, because I'm really excited to share with everyone, and I'm confident now. I'm proud. I'm ready to start this journey on this channel. This is going to be a completely different thing going on in my life, and I'm so excited to share like everything with you guys and just start the journey. I'm like really, really excited, really excited. So I do plan on letting you guys know everything that I've been going through. I've been documenting a ton of what I've been going through. My computer goes so slow now because I have so much footage for you guys, but I feel good. They say when you hit week 12, that's when like you start feeling better and you can announce because you're in, like, you've gotten out of the really scary part of the first trimester. But they say that the second trimester doesn't actually start until between week 13 and 14. So like 13 and a half is really when the second trimester actually starts, but a lot of women consider it once they hit week 12. So it's very weird, like anywhere between 12 and 14, like you can kind of consider that you're in the second trimester. It really, I think it kind of goes by, I have no idea. So second trimester or not, I am starting to feel a lot better. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for any of you ladies who are watching who are in your first trimester. I know, trust me, I know you believe that you are going to be miserable forever. And I know that you are scared. And I know that you are so worried to possibly announce or to share or to be confident or to be ready. But there will come a day that you will be confident. There will come that day. And whether it's 12 weeks, 14 weeks, 16 weeks, 18, whenever it is, that day will come. And a lot of women, maybe it's after 20 weeks because the anatomy scans at 20 weeks. Maybe it's after then that you're confident, but it will happen for you. Trust me, the entire first trimester, I swore I would never feel better. Everyone would say, I feel like myself. And I'm like, I don't even know what myself feels like anymore. I literally don't know what it's like to not be sick. I did not know what it was like to have energy. I was like, maybe this is just the new me. I just have no energy and I'm a couch potato. Your energy will come back and you will feel normal. You will feel like yourself. Just know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I know you don't believe me as I'm saying this, but there's gonna come a day that your light comes and you're gonna be like, okay, she was right. Anyway, that is the biggest update that I've had so far. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. Next appointment will be at 16 weeks. So it won't be until January, but that I'm sure will come just as quickly as all these other weeks have come. I'm 3 months pregnant. That blows my mind. I truly cannot believe I've gone through 3 months of being pregnant. So I will see you guys shortly with a new update, probably when I find out the gender. I'm so excited.